On today's video, we will be doing something slightly different. We have a lot of social expectations from women. It's completely fine, we're not going to be 25 forever. We're not going to be 35 forever either. So it's necessary to also enjoy your life, even that, however old you are, it's never too late to start. But it's also necessary to have control. So if you have a bank balance of 4 crores, not a bank balance, while your net worth is 4 crores, it's completely fine to spend, 1 lakh on luxury goods or go on a vacation spontaneously. But if your net worth is 4 lakhs and you're still spending like that, a lot of women also do that because they've either grown up without considering consequence of financial illiteracy. Namaste and welcome to A Questioning Mind. I'm your host Sagarika. If you've been with me before, welcome and thank you so much for sticking with me. If you're new, then my name is Sagarika and we discuss all things policy, culture, history. But today's video is going to be slightly different from all of that. It's going to be a video about personal finances for women in particular. So if you're not a woman, do stick on because this video is going to be very useful to you as well as the women in your life who you can forward it to. This is something that I've noticed as a career woman over the last decade, that very few women that I come across in the workspace also are comfortable discussing personal finances, in the sense that I do not typically see them engage in discussions about investments, trading, mutual funds, savings, the best interests or FDs or any of those instruments. And it's a little irksome to me because money is a factor that is really motivating for most career people, and it's something that drives a lot of switches, and it's not something that just for personal comfort. It's also especially necessary as a woman because regardless of how nice some of our lives are in urban spaces, the potential for abuse, including financial control, is especially higher for women. Incredibly higher, actually. And so for women to have no idea about what's happening with the money that they bring home, when it's a husband or a father that still handles their finances, when they want to go on a break, they have no idea of how their joint accounts are handled, and they have no personal accounts either. That's something that's incredibly dangerous for any individual, but women are at high risk for this socially. All studies prove that. And so even as career women who've grown up studying such difficult topics, for them to not care just because it's not something that's socially very that they're socially conditioned to do. Typically all of the investments they've noticed men making them, and so they find it easy to outsource that task. But it's also incredibly dangerous, but also leaves them very vulnerable. So just to get back in control, this is not the video where I discuss the various instruments that will help with financial independence, or where I give ideas on financial literacy. I'm just trying to make women a little more aware about just going through their expenses, finding out how much they spend, how much of that is lifestyle, how much of that is want, maybe understanding what they bring home after taxes, how much they can expect with returns, and there's a lot more that we can expand about. Maybe I'll do a video series where we get into personal finances a little more, because when I was thinking about content and I didn't want to think very hard, this is content that I've listened to for a very long time myself. Personal finance is a topic of great interest to me, and I wanted to make this a little more personal and a little more spontaneous, where I'm not talking about something that's far away or a foreign policy thing. So I really just wanted a sort of connect where we discuss real life issues that affect you and me in the everyday. I mean, those are real life issues as well, and regardless of whether we see them immediately or not, they do affect us in the everyday, but this is a little closer to home. So if this is the sort of video that you'd like to see a little more of, then do like and subscribe to this channel. Consider subscribing to this channel. But if there are dreams that you have, if if you're thinking of buying a home or buying a specific car, or then do drop a comment on what your dreams are, and if you'd like to see more videos in this style. Another reason that I think, especially as women, we remain at higher vulnerability is because a lot of ads play on women's insecurities and target us, and it's really necessary to remain aware of how we approach these marketing gimmicks, because we have a lot of social expectations from women, and it's completely fine. We're not going to be 25 forever. We're not going to be 35 forever either, and so it's necessary to also enjoy your life, even that however old you are. It's never too late to start, but it's also necessary to have control. So if you have a bank balance of 4 crores, not a bank balance, well, your net worth is 4 crores excluding your property, unless you're earning rental income from it, it's completely fine to spend 1 lakh on luxury goods or go on a vacation spontaneously. But if your net worth is 4 lakhs and you're still spending like that, a lot of women also do that because they've either grown up without considering consequence of financial illiteracy. It's necessary to take back control and feel a lot more confident in that space and not worry about being broke all the time. So how you can do this is a subject for another day. I just really wanted to make this video to make sure that we're talking about it at least, and women in your life also get a little more aware about this and think about how they can take control, whether it's just by from a basic standpoint, just by tracking your expenses. So if you enjoyed this video, do share this. I really appreciate it, and thank you so much for joining with me today. I will see you soon.